Welcome back to the deep dive. Thanks for sending in your material this time. It's all focused on one specific dream matchup you wanted us to explore.
Yeah, this looks fascinating. A hypothetical peak form showdown. Curtly Ambrose versus Wasim Akram.
Exactly. Two absolute legends of fast bowling. We've got this analysis pitting Ambrose, super tall West Indian, all accuracy and bounce against Wasim, Pakistan's Sultan of Swing.
Completely different styles, really. Ambrose with that imposing presence, Wasim the magician with the ball.
So our mission here is to unpack their strengths, look at the head-to-head prediction from this analysis, and figure out the why behind it.
Let's get into it. Ambrose first.
Yeah, let's start there. The height, obviously, over 6'7".
Yeah.
The source really hammers home how that created such awkward left.
It wasn't just bounce, it was steep bounce. From a length where batsmen just weren't expecting it to get up so high. Very uncomfortable.
And relentless accuracy, too, right? The source mentions he'd just pound that same area, just short of a length.
Exactly. Metronomic is a good word for it. Build pressure, give nothing away. And then there was the famous stare.
Ah, yes, the cold stare, that psychological edge. Definitely broke a few partnerships, I bet.
No doubt. You could really intimidate batsmen, wear them down mentally as well as technically.
Okay, but the analysis points out a potential weakness or maybe less impact on flatter pitches or limited overs cricket.
That's fair. His game wasn't built primarily around, say, big swing or lots of variations. If the pitch offered little, a batsman might feel they could line him up a bit more, perhaps.
Right. Which brings us perfectly to Wasim Akram.
Ah, Wasim, the Sultan of Swing. Left arm, fast and just. Unpredictable.
The source calls him a magician and lists that incredible skill set swing with the new ball both ways.
And crucially, that lethal reverse swing with the old ball. Often at serious pace, too.
Yeah, that reverse swing was something else. Plus slower balls, yorkers, bouncers, he got everything. A nightmare in ODIs especially.
Absolutely. Tailor-made for white ball cricket, where you need those variations. Though the source does mention some early struggles with control, didn't it?
It hints at it. Was that still a factor in his prime, you think, under real pressure?
Well, maybe very early on, but by his peak, he largely mastered it. He combined that incredible variety with, pretty decent accuracy when it mattered. It's just a different way of attacking.
So Ambrose, the relentless metronome, Wasim, the deceptive artist. How does this analysis see them squaring off in a pure one-on-one, like bowler versus batsman, wicket to wicket?
Okay, so the prediction here actually leans towards Wasim.
Really? Why is that? Ambrose's pressure seems immense.
It is, but the thinking is Wasim's sheer variety and guile would be harder to handle in that direct duel. The ability to swing it late, both ways, plus reverse. It introduces more doubt, perhaps, than even Ambrose's consistent awkward bounce.
So deception trumps relentless pressure in this specific scenario.
That seems to be the rationale, yes. That element of surprise delivery to delivery.
And the final verdict from the source material.
Wasim Akram, but only just. Predicted to win by 5 deliveries.
Wow, 5 deliveries. That's incredibly close. Shows the respect for both, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It really highlights that fine line. It ultimately comes down to that unpredictability factor, giving Wasim the slightest edge in this hypothetical, intense face-off.
Okay, so to sum up, Ambrose's unwavering accuracy and challenging bounce versus Wasim's mastery of swing, reverse, and variation. Wasim gets the nod, just barely.
That's the takeaway from this analysis.
Right. So here's something to think about after this deep dive. The source focused on a specific duel. But how might things change over, say, a full test series? Different pitches, different conditions. Would Ambrose's consistency maybe wear batsmen down more effectively over 5 days? Or would Wasim's adaptability still win out? Something to ponder.
Good question. A lot to consider there.
Indeed. That's all for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
Good running, good calling. Hayden for an inch.